Ladies and gentlemen, good evening from Market Malaysia and good morning to Market America. We have a 13 hours time zone difference. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening to all our partners and friends in the Asia Pacific region. My name is Stan Wong and I'll be your MC for today. Very exciting unfranchised business friend presentation. Right? We are all so excited. Power of technology, even though we're staying at home, we are still connected to the power of the 21st century technology. All right, that's what we are, the unfranchised business presentation, which Olivia will tell us more later on in a short while. Right, pandemic times like this, worry no more, as we provide a very good platform for normal people like me and you to earn a second income, and which will lead to eventually a residual income just by converting everybody's spending into our earnings. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome this dynamic young entrepreneur all the way from Big Apple. She graduated from both Juilliard Music School and the Columbia University, a private banking. Herself started her career in the financial and job-free at age of 23 years old. A certified trainer back in 2016 and a President Challenge winner, Master Unfranchised Owner Qualifier. Ladies and gentlemen, she's earning a $72,000 per 4-week cycle. Let's welcome Director Olivia Li.
Wow, thank you so much, Stan, for that lovely and gracious introduction. Good evening, everyone. How's everyone feeling tonight? And I am tuning in from Flushing, New York, which is good morning. So if you are tuning in from all across the globe, we are truly a global business. So it's definitely my honor today to be able to share with you the business opportunity, the best business opportunity that has already improved and changed our whole family's life for 3 generations, and I believe many more to come. So a little bit more background about myself. My name is Olivia, like I said, and I am the first generation typical story. So I moved to the United States for the land of opportunity, and I was taught if I study hard, get a good job, I should be able to settle for life. And I graduated from Columbia University and found myself a 6-figure income job right from the get-go working in Wall Street. So I thought I had my dream, looking glamorous, and I thought I was set. But when I started working, very quickly I realized that I was really just trading my 80 hours a week for a temporary income. And I would like to invite all of us on the call today to really, think about what temporary income means. And when I thought about it, the day I stopped working, I was not going to get paid. So I was only as good as my last day, yesterday, or last sale. So I really, really thank my mother, Miss Min Liu, who is a legendary story with this company, a very successful unfranchised owner. And I thank her for choosing this opportunity, 20 years ago when we were still fresh immigrant in the United States. And because of her simple choice, we were able to completely improve our family's health situation. I mean, how do you put a price tag on your family's health? We were able to help my grandmother, who's had 48 plus years of diabetic history, to really live a much more quality life. So I think that is priceless, right? And moving forward, I've seen how the business also helped my mother retire herself from her full-time job and also paid for my entire college tuition, right? Columbia University was definitely not cheap. $200,000, every penny came from this business. So I've always known that a business worked for our family, but I could not understand why I needed this business. So I thank her for not giving up on me, followed up on me patiently, and until I went to my very first corporate convention. And that's why I wanted to truly congratulate everyone. If you are an unfranchised owner attending this weekend's really, really powerful leadership school, you are definitely doing the right thing, showing up for your success. And if you're a brand new guest evaluating our business, we would like to congratulate you for taking a step to change your life and to actually absorb some new information that can potentially really improve your dreams and goals. So for me, that convention completely changed my perspective. It gave me the ability to dream, and it also gave me the hope back. Really thinking what I want for life. Can I also become an entrepreneur? So fasting forward, the rest was really history. I was able to plug in to the business training. I came from, fresh out of college, wet behind the ears. But this training program was able to empower me, which I'm going to share later, all of the business skills, which was required for this business. And I could learn and grow, develop myself. And guess what? When I developed myself, my income would grow. So really, I was able to quit my finance job at the young age of 23, and that felt fantastic because I know I get to control everything, every decision in my life, and I get to own my time back. So that's what attracted me into this business. And what kind of business opportunity brought all of us, hundreds, thousands of us together, across the globe. So we are a really, really powerful vehicle. And Market Malaysia, Shop.com Global is no longer the best kept secret. It's already becoming a household brand name. So Market Malaysia Shop.com provides a system for entrepreneurs, for average people who have an above average desire to really become an entrepreneur and create an ongoing income, become financially independent, and also we're providing a better way to shop, right? So through revolutionary technology, as well as the power of people just like you and I, right? People who are already consuming on a daily basis, but now coming together as a community where we can all become entrepreneurs, and we are powered by people just like you. And I think you would definitely agree with me when we are evaluating business opportunities. Very important first step is to really identify the economy trends, right? So we want to know what are upcoming trends. And you're wondering, what are trends? Trends is something that whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, it's happening. And don't we all agree the trends, the shifts of paradigms and the trends will also affect and change the way we live our life. So I don't have to speak further about the retail store collapsing, right? We see it on a global basis. And especially this year, I think we heard news, for example, United States, like Neiman Marcus, J.C. Penney, and big name stores, GNCs, closing lots of retail store. So the brick and mortar to click and order is inevitable. What about the online sales? How many of you took advantage of the Singles Day, right? So November 11th, just from that one day, the global sales, right? Everyone enjoying that shopping day was $75 billion in US dollar. So we all know that it has doubled from last year, which is 37 billion to 75 billion. And that's just from one website. So really, if you think about how much you spend 10 years ago out of that $100, let's say you had $100 or 100 ringgit, do you spend 95% online 10 years ago or 95% in store? I'm sure the answer is obvious. What about today? If I had $100, you bet I'm spending over $95 online. So that is where the shifts is happening. What about one-to-one marketing, right? People now do not appreciate mass marketing where they don't feel the personal touch. And people now would rather hear from people that they trust, they had an influence, a sphere of influence over. So you might wondering, we're not influencers, not everyone is. However, we all have our sphere of influence. We all can share the restaurants, the food that we like, the car that we like with people around us, right? So 10 to 15 people, that's where we all want to identify as our sphere of influence and provide that one-to-one marketing. And, rise of entrepreneurship, people want to really take control back and be the owner of their own, destiny. So, you might wondering, how do we partner up together as a community, and we all operate an unfranchised business over the internet. And you might not heard of unfranchised before, but we're just like a franchise, but better than a franchise. So what is a franchise, right? Whether we're in Malaysia or if we're in New York, we all know McDonald's sells, Big Mac and chicken nuggets, right? They're not going to change to 肉骨茶 or, Chinese buns, right? Dumplings. So it's standardized, systemized, and uniform, right? So, providing a proven successful system. And even if I do not know how to cook a burger, McDonald's would actually, train me in a burger school for 3 months until I know how to cook the burger. So the training is exactly what I appreciate from this business. Not only do we have a proven successful system, and the training program is second to none, right? It empowers us not to become a salesperson, but to truly develop into an entrepreneur, right? Business skills, communication skills, organizational skills, leadership. So, if you are willing to invest in your personal growth, you're definitely at the right place. And the growing visibility of a franchise where shop.com, Mark in Malaysia, we're growing as a whole, and we can all capitalize on that branding. So franchise is awesome, but how come average people cannot own a McDonald's, right? It takes lots of, in the States, it takes $70,000 to apply and 1.5 million to own one. And if you don't have one, you can't even, open up or apply for one. So it's no longer a game for average people. And for us, we don't have the huge, royalty fee as well as the startup capital, because we moved our system online. So we're no longer limited by location limitation. You can establish the business in your hometown in Malaysia, but you can retail the products over the internet to 170 countries worldwide. Isn't that powerful, right? So for me, I also was able to capitalize on, lots of potential tax advantages because I was paying 48% tax with my finance job, right? A lot of times we say high income, but equals to high tax. So if you, are becoming a business owner on the side, it's a huge advantage. And honestly, I think this business, no location limitation, no time limitation, even with the situation right now, even though we're forced to stay at home, but our income, our .com is 24/7. So really, the only risk is if we don't try, because this business offers part-time flexible hour of 10 to 15 hours on a weekly basis, right? Not on a daily basis, but on a weekly basis. So really, Market America worldwide, like I've mentioned, has established successful track record. I think this is also very important because me coming from, a financial business background, always wants to know if the company I'm partnering up with has integrity as well as, success track record. So we established in 1992 in Greensboro, North Carolina, and now we're a global company, product brokerage, internet marketing, as well as one-to-one marketing. We provide that high tech with internet marketing and high touch with one-to-one marketing. So we're operating in 8 countries, very successful, right? United States, Canada, Australia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, UK, Singapore, Malaysia being one of the fastest growing markets. You should really, really be proud catching this, incredible momentum. So really, BBB.org is a very credible nonprofit organization in the United States, and they always monitor performance, trust, and integrity. And the Torch Award is actually given every 5 years. We're the only company that was able to win the Torch Award twice consecutively. So it's so powerful to have an A+ rating, and doesn't matter what. The first thing that I care about is integrity, as well as doing the right thing, even when people are not watching. So this company is full of heart, and we lead with the heart. So worldwide sales has continued to rise. When we talk about making money, don't we agree? Up is a great direction. And we've already accumulated over 100 quarters of double-digit consecutive growth, and accumulated sales over 41 billion ringgit. And you're probably wondering, wow, that's a big number. However, you've probably seen bigger numbers, right? Apple having 1 trillion in retail sales in US dollars. But you know what? How much of that 1 trillion do we get to own just by becoming our own consumer, by converting our spending into earning? That's probably not possible, right? So, what's the most important number that I want you to focus on is the number on the bottom right, because 52% of every dollar that's generated with this company is given back to you and I, which are unfranchised owners. So which means we are the biggest shareholder with this company. Let me say that again. 52% of every dollar generated is given back to you and I in retail sales, as well as retail profits, as well as commission, right? So really look at what we achieved so far is thousands of unfranchised owners earning 1,200 to 12,000 ringgit on a weekly basis, WEEK, not WEAK, right? And more than 500 unfranchised owners have earned over $1 million in commission, $1 million earners, and we're adding at least one every month. So just from, the past couple of months until, this year, we've seen more than 15, 16 new $1 million club members, which is really, really incredible. And the question you want to ask is, do I want to be the next one? And what really brought me so seriously thinking about my change or change for the future is really the 45 years plan. And I don't know if you actually were taught the 45 years plan in college or in school, but I can bet you money that you were never taught on the 45 years plan, because this is a plan. If you knew about this plan, you probably wouldn't come back to follow this default, because the 45-year plan basically means we graduate at 20 or 22 and work for 45 years, right? The longest and the best time of our life, 45 years for someone else's success, okay? And some people say, I work very hard, I make great income, but we work 45 years just to really want to have an amazing retirement life. Isn't that true? So let's see what the numbers say. And this number is taken by the Dorney Economic Table, and only 5%, okay, only 5% can be called financially fit and wealthy. So the 1%, top 1% wealthy used to be my clientele from private banking, and they got to have 25 million investable assets in order to become our clients. However, that 25 million investable assets, even if they lost in their transactions, they wouldn't feel a scratch. It would not affect their life. So these are the people who continuously having ongoing passive income of a six-figure, at least $100,000 to $300,000 a year, whether they work or not, coming in. What about the rest 95%? Okay, at least 5% of people are still working after the age of 65, 67, and now even after 70. And do these people want to work at that age? I guarantee you, if they had a choice, they probably wouldn't want to work, for example, overnight and excess amount of hours. But really, these people simply did not plan to have a better retirement plan. So, honestly, no one, planned to fail. People simply failed to plan. Wow, 28% don't even make it to the age of 65. And these people, basically worked too hard. And, stress, work, family, and many people work 2-3 jobs. So really, investing in our health is so important. It is truly the number one wealth that we can create. Without the one in the front, which is our health, even if we have 9 zeros in the bank, it doesn't really mean anything, correct? So 62%, the majority of the people are struggling financially. And what do we mean by struggling? And these people, they may seem okay on a daily basis, but everyone has the stress coming from not having enough money, right? Some people have excess amount of debts, whether it's student loan, which is a big issue in the States now, and credit card, car loan, getting a house, because isn't that what we were taught? Study hard, get a good job, and get married, buy the house, get a car. And once we actually work 5 to 10 years into our 45 years plan, don't we see this common trend is we stopped thinking about what we want in life, and we don't have the gut to change into what we want in life, because now by the age of 30 and 35, people have family, people have obligations, and people don't have the guts to actually make a change. So financial security, what's financial security? Do we have a backup plan? Are we set for retirement life? Now the lifespan is a lot longer worldwide. However, what about our financial lifespan? What's financial lifespan? If we stop working today, how long do we get to live off of our current saving? That's the best way to evaluate how wealthy or how healthy is our financial situation, right? So, a lot of people would benefit from just a $500 preventing them from getting a divorce. A lot of people would have, they're really just $300 to $500 away from going bankruptcy. So how would you like to develop financial security, right? In order to really get 1,000 ringgit extra a month type of ongoing income, we need to have a saving of $300,000 ringgit, 300,000 ringgit in a 4% fixed deposit rate. Well, I don't know if Malaysia has such a high deposit, 4%. If that was the case, I should really come invest with you guys. But really, it's barely possible to find 4%. And, even with 2%, how fast can we save 300 to 600,000 ringgit? Okay, so really do the math here. If we save 30,000 ringgit in a year, it still takes 10 years to accumulate 300,000. And more than 68% of EPF members aged 55 and older have less than 50,000 ringgit in the savings. So really, I was calculating this back into US. Wow, it's barely possible to live with, let's say $12,000 in the year. That's impossible, especially in New York. So really, we're here to provide a 2 to 3 year plan where we can be in control, right? Isn't that what we felt with 45 years plan? We were always reacting. We're always, following a default plan. And that's one thing I asked myself, right? If I had a choice, would I want to work for my own success, or would I rather put 8 to 15 hours a day for someone else's success? And the answer is obvious, right? So 2 to 3 years, when I saw the number, I said, if it's legal, legit, doable, I'm on it. Because 2 to 3 years, part-time, it's something that I am willing to invest for my own financial success. So I wanted to create more time freedom because I really I felt sick and tired of working 80 hours a week, going into the office at 6, 7 a.m., don't come home until 9, 10, 11 p.m. And I know my mom wanted to really create additional income because she was working 10 hours a day, 4 hours commute. And we needed an opportunity, when we had no money, no time, didn't even speak English when we first came here, and no connection, no bankroll. But you know what? Because we had nothing, we also had no excuses. So so grateful to this opportunity where she was able to create not only additional income, but she created early retirement as well. And her number one goal was to have a college fund for me And I thank her $200,000 for Columbia University. Every penny came from this business vehicle. And for me, potential tax advantages. What about people want to pay off their mortgage, their car loan, and having that backup plan? Doesn't matter how great we think our current situation is, or doesn't matter how much money we make. Everyone needs a backup plan. And I'm sure we don't want the backup plan when we actually needed it, right? So we want to have the backup plan before we actually needed it. So in order to achieve everything on the top, doesn't matter if you want more money, more time, more financial growth, financial security, more personal development, doesn't matter what you're looking for. We all need to create a residual income, right? Because residual income is talking about leverage. So remember that keyword leverage, and we're going to talk a lot more about it. And so what do we do as a company? Okay, so we're centered around a few cornerstones. Number one, we started as a product brokerage firm. Okay, we do not manufacture a single item. We only broker, right? So as a company, we identify the latest trends, multi-billion-dollar markets, and then whatever's hot out there, you bet we're going to have it in our vehicle. So we get to bring the hottest and most, demanded products as well as top quality products into our repertoire, and we can actually share and retail to across the globe with our internet marketing. So internet marketing allows us to really have no boundaries in terms of location and time, but really this is also the future. We get to provide hundreds and thousands of exclusive products as well as partner stores, and something that we're already spending our money on. And this is the concept that I absolutely fell in love with because I love shopping. Anybody here can relate, ladies? We all love shopping. So shopping annuity. Let's actually break it up and digest this word a little bit. Have you heard of a shopping annuity? It might be a brand new concept to you, right? So annuity, I'm sure many of us are familiar, is a financial investment product where we invest a lump sum of money. And, as an investment, and we got to leave that lump sum of money in there, right, in order to have a fixed ongoing income for a period of time. So that's awesome. It's a great product to have for financial security. However, not everyone is great at saving money. Isn't that true? And most importantly, everyone is spending most of their dollars. So now, what if we can invest the dollars that we're spending anyway? Would that be nice to be able to spend the dollars that you're spending anyway and turn those income into your own business vehicle online, where not only you, but also your customers, your referrals, as well as people that are part of our community, we can combine our purchasing power. 100% of 100% is 100% together, and we can capitalize on those spending, turn it into earning. So let me say that again, convert our spending into earning and get paid on every single dollar that you're spending anyway. Isn't that powerful? So it's almost as if everyone's got a credit card and we all have maybe cash back on our credit card. But traditionally, we can only capitalize on our own spending, right? However, now we can capitalize on each other's credit card payments and spendings on a daily basis. Isn't that powerful, right? So the dollars we're spending, so we call it the anyway business, the anyhow business, because the guest online today, you're already doing this business. You simply don't know how to convert all your everyday spending into income yet. So if we really ask ourselves, as long as we live, we have to spend money. So that means we have a residual ongoing spending. How come we were never taught to actually own an ongoing residual earning to support the ongoing residual spending? Think about that, right? So which do you really prefer? The 45-year plan or the 2 to 3 year plan? So this was a wake-up call for me. And I hope that can do the same thing for you tonight, because it's really important. First step, before you even look into the business, you want to ask yourself, Do you want more in life? Do you want a change in life? Do you want to have more security in life? Right? Do you want to have more freedom and control in life? And if that's the answer, right, rather than just working a 45-year plan for someone else's success, 95% of the chance, right? Why don't we also run a 2 to 3 year plan on a part-time basis, investing 8 to 15 hours weekly basis, okay, and earn 1,200 to 12,000 ringgit on a weekly basis, creating a residual income with leverage, not just your own effort, but leveraging other people's time, money, and effort together. So which one would you rather prefer, right? 45 or 2 to 3? If both are successful, don't we agree 2 to 3 year would be a lot shorter? Why don't we start enjoying our life earlier? And what about if both are question mark? We don't know. But 45-year plan, we already know the data, which is 95% of people, okay, will not make it to the top. So what if both are question mark? Which one would you rather try? So I think the answer is very obvious, right? And we don't have to make a decision today to say either or. We can do both together. Successful people always choose both. So that's what I did. When I was working 80 hours a week in finance, I invested 2 to 3 hours a day into my own business on the 2 to 3 year plan. And when my income from the business can surpass my financial advisor income, I have a choice now, right? I have a choice now. So we are put onto this world to really pursue our goals and dreams, not to just fulfill a position, okay? So before we talk about income, and I'm assuming everyone chose the 2 to 3 year plan because we all want to have a better life. And I know that's why you tune in onto the Zoom today. So, everything we show you is true and legit. Everything is system proven. However, it is a business, right? It takes sweat equity, hard work, dedication, drive. So, in order for anyone to succeed in this business, there is a proven system, and it pays people based on merit, and it pays people based on how well they follow the system. Okay, so it takes 5 steps to establish the unfranchised business. And honestly, if you can count 1 to 5, you can do this business. It's step-by-step, system proven. So first, in order to apply for any legal business, we got to apply, right? So as a sales rep, which is no subscription fee, and however, I don't recommend because this does not create leverage. So this is only buying wholesale retail and make 30% retail profit. And we do not get our shop.com website as well. So we are here to create leverage. So if we want to create leverage, we recommend the unfranchised owner, okay, which is joining fee ringgit 100 with subscription fee 400 ringgit. Honestly, I think that's just really one dinner, right, with family. But think about what it can do for you with the right vehicle. So this really empowers us to be part of a great training system with shop.com, global shop.com websites, actually 8 websites set up for us. But really, the most important thing is the last one, where we get to participate in the compensation plan, where we create leverage, people power, and to earn up to 12,000 in a weekly commission per business center. And we're talking about ongoing residual income here. Okay, so what else do we get? We get all of the tools to support us. So you want to know that not only you get my.shop.com, globalshop.com, all of the websites, but most importantly, we have a system to follow. We have team to support us, and we also have coaches and mentors to guide us step by step. So that's what I really, really cared about. Because if anyone was willing to teach me how they made it from 0 to a 6-figure ongoing income, then don't we agree we all have more belief in ourselves to actually start learning this business? So I strongly recommend everyone, if you're brand new and if anything today interests you, you definitely want to make sure the next 2 days with our APL, Asia Pacific Leadership School, we're really in for a treat. You're saving your time with, doing your due diligence. In one weekend, you can learn from all of the top leaders in the country as well as the Asia Pacific markets to really evaluate and broaden your horizon. Okay, so the second step after we apply is to create business volume. We make money from two types of income. BV, business volume, stands for the virtual credits, the virtual point system where we assign to each product. Because we're a global business, United States, US dollars, ringgit, Singapore dollars. So we want to make sure that we are providing a universal virtual point system. So the business volume are exclusively branded products. Only shop.com can provide. So like I said, we only tap into multi-billion-dollar industries, not just million-dollar. So whichever is your interest or passion, I major in the isotonics, which is our health and wellness, but I also love beauty from inside out, right? So, from this category, it's stuff that we're using anyway. With or without this business, I need to use makeup, correct? But I never got paid from different brands. Now I switched to top quality professional, a makeup line that was used by many fashion shows and successful movies from the United States, molded by Lauren Ridinger and molded by Lala Anthony. These are all mineral-based. Guess what? I simply just switch the brand. So the keyword that you want to think about here is switch what you're already using. If you're using a multivitamin, if you're using antioxidants, all we have to do is switch and upgrade to the isotonic delivery system. So the isotonic delivery system is powerful. It's second to IV. It's intaking basically IV solution, because within 5 minutes on an empty stomach, we can absorb up to 95%. So, the best supplement is the ones that you absorb, right? So we can maximize our dollar by, really increasing the delivery system. So I absolutely love our digestive enzyme, the aloe juice that you see on the top left. These products really help me solve my digestive problem. Ladies, I don't have to be very visual, but we all have a bathroom problem. And this product really, I had grown up with, lots of digestive issues, and these two really made me a true go now. So, really the OPC3, which is our number one selling product, every week we sell over $4.5 million. And for the past 20 plus years. So is the product good? You bet, right? So the OPC3 is a strong antioxidant from grapeseed extract, red wine extract, and pine bark extract. Just completely changed my immune and overall blood circulation. And I used to have crazy allergy, seasonal allergy, pollen allergy. But now, I was able to really feed my body the right nutrients. So my body functions like how it's supposed to be, right? So what about weight loss? We just did several weight loss journey during this whole pandemic year. And, people are putting on their 15, 20 more pounds during the pandemic, and everyone wants to still trim down, look sexy. So, the trim tea, trim cafe, the TLS, low glycemic eating. What about whether we have this business or not? We have to shower, don't we? And, we always joke that doesn't matter how often you shower, but eventually we all have to shower. You simply switch the brand. And my hair always gets compliment on, how shiny and silky I use the fix. So everything that we're using already, omega-3 fish oil, what about gentlemen, also have to use. Modern men take care of their skin nowadays, right? So, whether you're talking about home care, Snap, really eco-friendly, and also, enzyme-based cleaning system. So everything we talk about here, switch the brand. Buy from yourself and get paid. We always have a coming soon store, which is my favorite. Okay, so always having new products coming in. The second type of income we make is from IBV, which is Internet Business Volume. And this is from the hundreds and thousands of partner stores who are partner up online. Look at these brand names. I'm sure you recognize all of them, right? right? Whether we travel, I personally love to travel. So Agoda, Travelocity, Expedia, Malaysia Airlines, and, get paid for buying books, getting paid for buying, electronic goods. What about Under Armour? Everyone is into, athleisure now. That's what we get paid for. Watson and, so many different brands all across. And I'm assuming several of here are food, right? Get paid to eat and get paid to really convert your spending. The key word for IBV is to convert your spending, right? So you're spending them anyway. We're not asking you to change the dollars that you're spending. We're not asking you to spending more. You simply spend like how you always do, but now you switch to your own brand. You switch to your own shop.com, and you can earn an ongoing residual income by accumulating your spending. So really ways to create BVIBV. First, you got to be your best customer, right? This business is actually very simple. You just switch and convert the products and shopping habits. And if you like these products, all you have to do is just to share the products that you like with people that you care about. That's really what it comes down to, right? You share the products that you like to use with people that you care about. So it's very natural and organic. Customers can save money by earning shop points and experiencing Black Friday is coming up, Cyber Monday is coming up. So everyone is spending. Let's help them save money and we can make money. So I always ask people, would you like to shop, save, or earn, or all of the above, right? And smart people would always say all of the above. Who doesn't want to save and earn? So really, it's one click away from turning just a spending, but into an earning. So let's not just be a pure consumer. Let's be a consumer plus provider. So that's the newest trend in the future, which is prosumer, provider plus consumer. So that's what we get to do, right? And number three, we need to qualify our business center with 200 business volume. And just to give you a background of what business volume stands for. So 200 business volume, each bottle of OPC3 which everybody needs to take. If we're breathing, we need antioxidants. So the OPC3, each bottle for customers, we make 30% retail profit. But in addition, each OPC3 is 43.5 BV. So it only takes 5 bottles of OPC3 to basically qualify our center. So when we qualify our center, we get BVIBV banks on the left and right. So once the banks are open, what do? We accumulate money. And BVIBV are the point system that will translate into commission. So think about this. We're spending the ringgit, we're spending the US dollar or Singapore dollar, and then we convert into our own shop.com. Guess what? Those ringgit becomes BVIBV, and then the BVIBV will translate again into ringgit back to your pocket. That's what our business is all about. So if you were confused about step 1, 2, 3, that's okay. We have a fast start program that helps you take care of 1, 2, 3 steps all in one shot. It's really, really convenient. And it already includes 100 join fee as well as the 400 ringgit subscription fee. And it's 1,618 ringgit, right? But it includes 300 business volume worth of products. And look at the selection. I am very, very, excited to see this package because it includes a lot of our top selling products, right? The daily essential that everyone needs. Daily essential means nutrients that we do not produce, but we need to supplement on a daily basis, like the activated B complex, the calcium and multivitamin, home personal care products, and astaxanthin that really helps with eye, health, especially now with a strong demand on Zoom. So really top selling products for you to try, develop, testimonial, as well as sharing with your potential customers. If you're into motives, we also have a motives kit. So now when you're launching this business, set everything up, we can help you identify 10 to 15 customers and also qualify 2 good people that you wanted to partner up to expand this business. So you are thinking, what's qualified people? And if you're invited on Zoom today, you really want to thank your friend who invited you for thinking highly of you. Because think about, as a lifetime career business, what kind of people do you want to partner up with? I want to partner up with positive people, right? Positive looking, forward looking, responsible, right? Very important, and team oriented, people who are self-motivated, go-getter. So really, when we identify our left or right, they're like your VPs, they're like your lifetime partners. So two, we don't just stop there. When we identify two people that might also want more freedom, more entrepreneurial control, more into the future trends, rather than just working a traditional job. So we teach these people how to duplicate the system, to apply, create, qualify, activate their business, and build a successful organization. So 2 is the smallest denominator, correct? However, it can give us the biggest compound. So if you do the 2 times 2 is 4, then 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, right? 512, and then when you double again, it becomes 1,024. So you see the more it compounds, the bigger it rolls. So really, 2 to 2 lead to 2 lead to 2, and you can never estimate the power behind people, right? So, and do we know more people than just 2 who wants to change their life? Absolutely, right? I actually know many people who come to me and really enjoy how I get to personally convert my spending to earning, and they want to know, how can I do what you do? I like to also provide something over the internet. Many people are looking for internet opportunities, right? So what if I have a third or a fourth person really interested in this business, and Matt can launch his business with the Fast Start program, which is 1,618 ringgit, which offers him all of these really awesome products. And so all of the volume, the kit has 300 business volume, and it will accumulate up 100%, no level, no dilution, to everyone above him. So the 300 do not dilute at all, up to Chris, Megan, Mark, to you, and all the way to our senior business partners. So what does that mean? Today, only Matt convert his spending into earning. Only Matt spent the money. But Chris, Megan, Mark, and myself did not spend any income or spend anything, but I also still get 100% of that volume. You see where the leverage comes from each other's spending? And I know some of you might be thinking, wow, there's a lot of people here, and it looks like one of those things. You know what? I totally agree. It definitely looked like my organization chart, where there was one CEO, 2 VPs, several managing directors, and I was on the bottom working the hardest, but not getting paid the most. So a lot of people are thinking people who joined earlier might actually make more money. And we're going to show you that this business is such an equal playing field, and that is not true. We do not pay based on our position. We can actually out-earn people above us. We can also get paid based on our merit, based on our desire, based on our hard work. So we do not get paid just because you joined earlier or later. We do not pay on position. So we're anti-pyramid structure because we help people develop on the bottom. Okay, so hold your questions if you have any, and let's continue. So if Erica wants to launch a business, guess what? She can only go to either my left or right side of the organization. So only 2 organizations, and we develop deep one direction. We develop into depth and build people from ground up. Then we build not only just profitability, we also will help secure stability as well as longevity, right? So 100% no level. Okay, remember those 2 keywords, 100% no level, no dilution. So now every volume flows up, and guess what? Many people who are, above us, senior business partners, we also create leverage with them. So it's not just people who are below us that we're creating that leverage. we also leverage up and down. So there's really no up and down difference. Hear me out here. Senior business partner also knows more than two that wants to change their life, have better health, and these people start a business. They also have to put either on the left or the right organization. So the senior partner placed Dave below. Guess what? No one knew Dave prior to this business, but do we all want to get to know Dave? You bet, because if Dave succeeds, everyone succeeds on the top because we accumulate 100%. So really, everyone will convert their own spending into earning. So maybe Drew did a customer order. The retail profit, 30%, will go into his own pocket, and the business volume, 63, will accumulate 100% no level to Cheryl, Sarah, and Rick, Mark, and to myself, senior partner. Everyone gets it. And maybe Mike on the right only did a personal use. So he's brushing teeth, using deodorants anyway. So now the volume flows up like helium 100%. You're getting a hand of this, right? So everyone converts their household spending into the shopping annuity concept. So how do we make income? Show me the money. Right? So, every Friday night, 11:59 p.m., our computer system will search to infinity, and volume flows up 100%, left or right. When we get 1,200 ringgit, we make $1,200 business volume. We will make a 1,200 ringgit. So you might say 1,200 ringgit, it's not going to rock my world yet. However, if you make 1,200 on a monthly basis, additional income, or a weekly basis, what would you do with that income, right? Would you take it? The answer is obviously yes. So when we get 1,200 business volume, the points do not go away. Continue to accumulate up. When we reach 2,400, we get another 1,200 ringgit. You're getting this hand, right? So we'll continue to go up to 3,600 business volume, another 1,200. The last increment is not 1,200 difference, just do 200 additional, make it a round number 5,000. Our CEO says, let's do the math easier, but we're gonna double your commission check to 2,400. Isn't that a huge leverage? 5,000 completes one pay cycle. Then when we reach 5,000, the banks are full, and then we will reset to zero and then accumulate again. IBV also accumulates the same way. Everyone converts their spending from buying different goods, right? Traveling, booking hotels, and buying Under Armour. So point system also 1,200, 2,400, 3,600, then 5,000. And when we reach that 5,000 threshold, banks are full, reset to zero. So the total weekly potential from BVIBV is 12,000 per BDC. Isn't that powerful? So you might think, what if 1 week I only have 3,600 on one side and 3,000 on the other side? That's okay. The points do not go away. BVIBV stays in the bank for 365 days. It's not if you are going to make money, it's when you're going to make money, right? It stays there, wait for you. So our goal is to speed up each cycle. So to really speed up the cycle, and guess what? Now you have leverage. Now we have, the team. So not just you. With more customers and more purchasing power, my first cycle, I was way behind the years, no skill sets. I had to learn a lot of stuff. So my first cycle took me almost 1 year. And I guarantee you, everyone who's launching this business, if you follow the system, you're going to be much faster than I was. However, my second cycle, only 6 months, because now I have the skill sets and also power of leverage. Then 5 months, 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, 7 weeks, 6 weeks, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, then eventually every single week. So that is the 2 to 3 year plan. And you're asking, do we make more money? Absolutely, right? We get paid for helping people. You did not hear that wrong. We get paid for helping people, and we get paid a leadership bonus when we can have ourselves reach the 5,000 pay cycle in the same week. If you help one BDC on the left, one center on the right, it doesn't have to be person that you personally brought into the business. It could be Mark, who's personally brought in, but Anne and Ben are people behind people. So it could be anyone, right? So 100% no level, but you help people also achieve 5,000, you get paid a 2,400 leadership bonus that week. So the total potential of each business center on the maximum is 14,400. 14,400 on the weekly WEEK basis. So there was a lot of number that we just went through, right? But if you're interested in making more income, there's the second business center, third business center. But really, I think what's important is you don't want to rush into making decision just by hearing it once, right? Our business center, there's so many people who started this business for different reasons. So now is actually one of my favorite segments, which is to really share with you different people's success story. And it's more important to hear why they do this business rather than just how this business works, right? So the first person I wanted to invite is this lovely lady here, Candy, someone who's already achieved great success with this business as a senior master coordinator, earned over 12,000 ringgit in 4 consecutive weeks. And she's already a speaker bureau member, Modus Beauty Advisor. And without further ado, help me welcome Candy.
Hi, thank you, Olivia, for your great sharing. Hi, everyone. My name is Candy, and I'm from Miri. I'm a practicing lawyer. I've always wanted to be one. Luckily, I made it, and I do love it. One thing, though, my brain pretty much never stops working. When I eat, I think about my case. When I shower, I think about my case. When I sleep, I dream about my case. One day, I woke up and I start to wonder if this is the lifestyle I want. I really have no time for myself. I do value work-life balance, so I thought I have to do something about it. I met Market Malaysia in 2018. I was actually forced by my mother to go to the KL convention to evaluate this business for her. Like many people, I had doubts and I was very, very skeptical. Until I heard someone talked about residual income. I was like, wow, this is cool. So I studied the company, the BBB, the shopping annuity concept, and the business plan. After my research, I knew that this is the company I can partner with. So I started it with a minimal cost and built it on a part-time basis so I don't have to give up the job that I love. After 2.5 years, I'm really glad I made the decision back then. I've learned a lot through the GMTSS. I learned how to leverage through the GMTSS. I learned how to be an entrepreneur, which I didn't in school or uni. And then I expanded my knowledge, my skills in all the multi-billion industries Market Malaysia is involved in. I also met a lot of amazing people like Olivia Li, who have inspired me. We often encourage each other, we help each other to fight for and achieve the financial and personal goals that we want. I'm really, really thankful. Seeing my partners become better financially, become prettier, become healthier, become more confident in general, really, really makes me happy. Thank you to Market Malaysia. Friday is now a happy day for many, many of us. I hope I can help more people and add value to their life through Market Malaysia. That's all from me for today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Candy, for sharing your story. And you're absolutely right. Take control back to our own hands rather than just feeling frustrated doing the same thing. So the next person I wanted to introduce is, Christopher Go here. And he is a professional coordinator with our company, earned in excess of 18,000 ringgit in 4 consecutive weeks. And it's really, really amazing that, like Candy was talking about, we get to work with people from all walks of life, very diverse background, but we all are bounded by the same mutual vision. So without further ado, help me welcome our professional coordinator, Christopher.
Hi, Olivia. Thanks, guys. Hi, guys. My name is Chris, and something happened to my camera. For some reason, it's all black now, but I hope that you bear with me. I'm actually from Sungai Petani Kedah, and I actually gotten my scholarship to study in Singapore when I go into my university. So during my university studies, I actually worked very hard. I studied very hard, and I went into oil and gas. And 4 years in oil and gas, I felt no fulfillment at all, right? I don't have any control over my own action. I don't have any control over my decisions that I make. So therefore, I venture into business. I started my own software company, distribution company with my friends. And money is really good that time, right? But I realized that I lost more control. I don't even have time for myself and my family, and everything is controlled by money. So I was lost in trying to get a balance between career and life. So at that point of life, my friend actually told me about this business, and I decided to follow them to Taiwan, a convention, to have a look at what this business is about. So fast forward 4 years later, here I am. I'm a professional coordinator. The earning is really good. And I'm going to say that compared to what I had before, it's even better because it doesn't come with any terms and conditions. It's with minimal sacrifice. It's fulfilling because not only that I can choose where and when to work, I'm able to impact people's life day in, day out. Every single cent that comes into my account on every Friday means someone else's life is getting better. So if any of you online today, right, is feeling lost like I am, is feeling, senseless of what you're doing, try to believe that life can be better. Try to believe that a decision can actually change your situation now. And then the best opportunity is actually to go to the convention coming this weekend. It's the best way to understand the business in the shortest time possible. So I hope to see you guys in the convention. And sorry again for the webcam. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Christopher. We wish we could see your handsome face. However, hey, the picture will do for now. No worries, right? So great story. And I definitely agree with you that, our business, we get paid based on how many people's lives we get to touch. So it's not just about how much we can make or how successful we can be, but it matters of who we can help and touch their lives first. So if you help a lot of people achieve what they want, you will automatically achieve what you want. Isn't that a powerful business vehicle? So the next person I wanted to invite is someone who is a supervising coordinator. Desmond Tan here, who's very successful already with our company, coming from assistant country manager in the U.S. branch furniture company background, just coming from professional background, now with Market America on a part-time basis, earned over $30,000 in 4 consecutive week basis. And, this is one thing I absolutely love about this business, where it doesn't matter when you start, where each person is capped at the 5,000 pay cycle. So it doesn't matter if you started 10 years ago or like Desmond only in the past 2 to 3 years. Everyone, today you launch the business, we all have the same income potential. It's a powerful vehicle. So without further ado, help me welcome our supervising coordinator, Desmond Tan.
Thank you, Olivia. Hi, everyone. My name is Desmond Tan Hong Wei, and I am from Penang, Malaysia. But I have been working in Vietnam for 7 years. Currently working as an assistant country manager for a US furniture company. My job scope and salary in Vietnam are quite good. But why did I start my short.com business 3 years ago? I started working in Vietnam from 2013, and because I was still young back then, I just wanted to learn as much as I could to improve my skill and to get more working experience so that I could have a better career in the future. I was loaded with a lot of work from few departments, and more than 3 years of overworking, it has caused some problem in my bodies. And there was one morning when I was working in the office and I stood up, I almost fainted up. So I had a physical examination immediately. As expected, there were a lot of red wordings in my health report. So I realized that I cannot trade my life for just a higher salary, and me myself also do not wish to work in Vietnam forever. But it is not easy to find a high-paid job in Malaysia. And also I thought to operate a retail shop, but if it fails, then I need to start all over again. Oh, this is not what I am looking for. So I was very aggressive in looking for other business opportunity. And then my cousin in Taiwan shared a business plan to me. And immediately I knew that compared to other business opportunity, Market America is more feasible and reliable. So without any hesitation, I decided to join the business. At the very beginning, I was just thinking to increase my income so that I can go back to Malaysia earlier. But then I realized that short.com not only can help me, but also can help all the people around me, because I cannot help them to earn the same salary I'm earning in Vietnam, but I can help them to increase their income in short.com. So I put all my effort to work together with my partners in building the business. I am very grateful and thankful that I get to know about Show.com, and I am very proud to be one of the unfranchised owner. During the pandemic, I have not been going back to Malaysia since March, even though I am still working in Vietnam now. But this has not stopped me from doing the business at all. With Show.com proven system, MPCP and GMTSS, I have completed the 2 to 3 years plan designed by the company. So no matter what is the background, no matter who you are, if you really put your effort and time in the business, the proven system will pay you back with a very good outcome. Show.com has brought my dream of going back to my home closer. And finally, thank you, Market Malaysia, for giving me the opportunity for sharing today. I wish every one of you have a great success with Show.com. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Desmond. Powerful testimonial. And you knew exactly what you wanted to achieve. And Market America is the vehicle that can bring us to our dreams faster. Right. So this is actually, it's our company is based on people. So, we're in this together. Right. Together, each achieves more. That's why we have a teamwork business. And for our, we're really coming for a landing here. For our new guests, you're probably thinking, can this work for me? And that's normal to think because I had the same concern in the beginning. But we're also thinking, are you right for the business? Because we're looking for a mutual partnership, right? It's not a one-way street. It's actually really finding the good fit and, really having the same vision so we all can, work synergistically together. But we do have one guarantee, though. If you don't try anything, everything will stay the same. So, our business plan is actually designed for people to understand after 3 to 6 times. So we strongly encourage you to really schedule a follow-up appointment, get your questions answered, and to really attend another business presentation upcoming in the local area, but also to really try some products, right? What interests you today? Is it a business, products, or everything? The best way to evaluate the business is really to try some products because we're built on product, then powered by people. So if you personally like the products, guess what? The business will develop organically because you're representing your own brand name. Okay, so, if you happen to like the business and everything, why don't we actually help you test the market out, right? We can work with you, invest our time in helping you to actually do a trial run. Let's expose the business and products to, 10 to 15 people around you to really get, a feel of how we do this business, but also to really get interest and exposure among your, sphere of influence. And by working together, you're already basically building success without even, knowing everything about the business. You get the coaching and mentorship from successful unfranchised owners already. And honestly, this business is like none other. I cannot be more grateful to this opportunity. And like I've shared, because of this business, we could be with family when they needed us. And when my grandparents were, in the hospital, whether it's for surgery, and, my mom and I could spend every single day being there for them. And that's what it all matters to us, right? The quality time with your loved ones and to have the control and freedom to say yes to your loved ones. And for me, to be able to control my destiny at the age of 23 and being able to say, I can make decisions based on what I want, not based on what I can afford. So that's a huge difference in terms of, how we project in our life. So really, grab a ticket to our weekend. APL is our Asia Pacific Leadership School is, really in for a treat. So we want you to really see the vision and share the vision with us. Thank you very much for having me. I would like to give it back to our amazing MC, Stan here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Olivia Li, for another great unfranchised business presentation, which is so true to your heart and clear and precise in making extra income when it first started for you, becoming a true reality with Shop.com, and now earning a full-time income of $72,000 per 4-week cycle as a director, spending quality time with your family and loved ones. Amazing presentation. Thank you once again to our unfranchised partner in Candy, Christopher and Desmond, for your truly great experiences sharing. And for those of you, like what Olivia says, being first time listening to these unfranchised business presentations, you may have a lot of questions up in your head right now. It's pretty normal because like what Olivia says, I myself as well, back in 2.5 years ago, I got to listen to about 4 times to this presentation before I make that decision to come on board, right? To launch my shop.com website, all right? Quickly go back to the person who invited you here for this unfranchised business presentation, get your questions all answered, or come to the next UBP or a major convention. And talk about major convention, you are so in luck, all right? You look at my background, it says 2020 Online Asia Pacific Leadership School Convention, which is happening from tomorrow till Sunday for 3 consecutive days, all right? You'll be attending, we want you to come and attend the Asia Pacific Online Leadership School, first time ever, 4 countries combining from Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia, and Malaysia, spearheaded by Market America, with all the successful leaders giving us in-depth the secret of success, the know-how and how to do this business better and faster. All right, now you can do the maths. It's 609 ringgit ticket. We were told that it has surpassed 10,000 visitors or participants who have bought tickets to come into this convention and learn for that 3 days. 609 per ticket for 3 days, learning each other day from our senior leaders who are making really good income for normal people like me and you. All right, like what Olivia says, a while ago, from 0 to 6-figure income in 1 weekend to really learn and value this business seriously. Why not? Grab the opportunity, go to the person who invited you here, get that ticket now, as we are still having it on sale at the back office of the unfranchised owner. And we'll see you tomorrow for straight 3 days on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great unfranchised business presentation. My name is Stan Wong, and on behalf of Market Malaysia and Market America, together with our APS team in Cannes and the rest of our team, we would like to say thank you for taking your time off, coming online with us on this beautiful Thursday evening. Have a pleasant evening. Stay safe and take care.